Hi everyone, me again. Oops, let me fix my top. Yes, today, well, the lighting's a little bit better. I'm just doing this from my phone. I wanted to talk about the pre-op diet. Now, I mentioned in one of my videos that I actually did the pre-op diet 4 times. Um, for those of you in the UK, it was happening around the time with the junior doctor strikes and the, bed shortages and stuff like that. So I ended up doing it 3 times, but fourth time lucky. But I just wanted to, for the people that are about to go on this journey and worrying about the pre-op diet, I just want to give you my experience because if you can just take bits or parts of it, which would be beneficial to yourself, but yeah, it's good to share information and it's good to talk. So if you can take some of the stress or the anxieties or anything going on in your mind about this pre-op diet, I hope I can help you. So anyway, right, when I was told what a pre-op diet was, I was like, I'm gonna fail. No way, because I am a food lover. And my mom's Jamaican, well, and my family are all Jamaican, and we like our spice and we like our food and we like to cook. I was that child that was brought up that you're gonna finish every last thing on your plate. You understand? So I've always grown up with the mentality that if it's on your plate, finish it. And if I can get seconds, then that's even a bonus. Or if you don't want your food, I'll eat it for you. But my plate was always clean. So I've always had large portions. There was no such thing as portion control in how I grew up and how I went on to later on in life, which led me to be overweight. So anyway, and for the first time, I would say, this has been one of the first times in my life that because don't get me wrong, I can diet, I can lose weight, but I can't maintain. I just could not maintain. So, for the doctor to tell me, we're going to give you a liquid diet and you can't eat, everything is liquid, I was like, can't do it. I just can't do it. But I need this surgery because I need to tackle my condition. The only way I'm going to get this surgery, and that is actually by I'm going to have to do the pre-op diet. So I remember when I first did it, I drove to McDonald's and I ordered a Big Mac, large chips, fries for the American, we say chips in England, extra large drink and an apple pie. And I remember I was eating it so slowly, like it was like, this is farewell, but this is something that I got to do. So I did. And then what happened, I started a pre-op diet and my head was spinning. My mouth tasted like metal. I felt sick. I could smell food. Food was just on my mind. I tell you something, what I realized in that whole experience with the pre-op diet is that's when you become aware how much food you're surrounded by. Even at work, if it's somebody's birthday, they bring in the cakes. Have a slice of cake or have some chocolate. Somebody's retiring, they bring in the cakes. Have a slice of cake or have some chocolate. If somebody's leaving to go into a new job or leaving for maternity, at home I've got a child, so I have to prepare food for my son. So there's food in the house, and then even preparing his food, and then had to walk away from the food after it was just cooked, and it's all under your nose, smelling in your eyesight, and you can't even touch the food. It was tough. It was hard. And then with work, And then, you know, you got my canteen that works 24 hours. We've got a lovely seating area, a balcony, and there's food. You go upstairs and there's just food everywhere. We've got vending machines. We've got a big, massive canteen. If people are eating at their desk, and that's when I realized I'm surrounded by food. I am so surrounded by food. And then I've got KFC on my doorstep. I've got McDonald's on my doorstep. I've got Chinese takeaway. I've got Indian. I've got Turkish food, kebab. I'm surrounded by food. And then my mum's a foodie as well. You go to her house. We normally go and visit every Sunday if I'm not working, because I work shift work. The Sunday dinner's there. And she cooks big like it's Christmas Day, you know, big slap on meal table, silver table, the best plates and the best knife and forks and glasses, and everything comes out. All her, you know, fandangles, all the you know, the nice tablecloth and the jugs and the what another. I was surrounded by food, and the only time I realized it was when I couldn't touch it. So I struggled for the first 3 days real bad. There was a day when I knew I had some crisps in the cupboard, cheesy crisp in the cupboard. In America, you would say cheese snacks or Cheetos or something like that. And I had to pin myself down to the bed because I had like this metal taste in my mouth. And I just needed to get that metal taste out of my mouth. And I knew that I needed something, give me something. And I just thought, bypass, can't do it. So I called my friend and she said, Ebony, don't do it. Don't do it. You didn't come this far for nothing. And it's worse when you eat late at night because you'll be hungrier in the morning. Don't do it. So I said, all right, I'm not going to do it. I was nearly in tears. And still having to go to work surrounded by people eating at their desk, offering you food. It was just crazy. And then, you know, something happened on the fourth day. Something happened of the fourth day. It's like my mental mind just changed. It like a switch, like switching on the light. And I said, Ebony, you know what? You can do this. You can do this. I'm going to do it. Yes, I am. I'm going to do it. I don't know what happened, but something switched. And it's like, you know, my belly was going, you know, that hunger feeling, and it was whining. And I, you know, and you know what even topped it off even more? I was watching this documentary on TV and they were showing the Nazi camps and the people, you know, the Jewish people, well, the people that were in that were prisoners in the Nazi camps, and they just literally, it was the skeleton with the skin hanging off their body. And I said to myself, Ebony, you've been lying to yourself. You're not hungry. You're not hungry. You could never be hungry. And even though my stomach was whining and it was going, and I said, it's a lie. You're not hungry. You are really not hungry. I'm going to have that surgery. I want that bypass. It's mine. I'm going to have it. I'm going to, for the first time in my life, take on my weight issues, and I'm going to tackle my weight issues. But one thing for sure, if I can look at these people on this documentary about the Nazi camps and how they were starved to death and they were surviving so long without food till they was in the, they were in that state. And I'm sitting down here in this 26-stone woman saying, I'm hungry. No, it's a lie. You're not hungry. You're actually not hungry. You thought you were hungry, but you're not hungry. So, you know what I did? I just carried a bottle of water every time I went, everywhere I went with me. And every time I got that hunger feeling, I just sipped a bit of water. So that's what I'm going to recommend for people that's on a pre-op diet. If you get that hunger feeling and you're trying to fight it because you know you've got a mission, this is your journey, and you know it was one of the hardest hurdles, I'm not going to lie to you, but every time you feel hungry, sip that water, you know, and for some reason that hunger feeling went away. It kept on coming back, came back frequently, but then less and less. But I realized I wasn't hungry. I was actually thirsty. Yeah, I was thirsty. So anyway, I did that, and then the day before, I packed my suitcase and everything was ready. And I said, yes, ain't no stopping me now. I'm having that surgery tomorrow. And then I got the devastating news. I got a phone call from the hospital and they said, we're really sorry, but we're short of beds. And somebody of a higher priority in regards to surgery took your space. I was devastated. And you know what I did? I went to the cupboard and I saw a big packet of Butterkiss popcorn and I ate it. And you know what? I was sick. It came up and down both ways out of me. Quick as it went in, it went quicker out. And, you know, that was quite dangerous. But because I was so angry, I just went into the cupboard and I just said, I'm going to eat this big bag of popcorn. You know, I'm going to eat what I want to eat now because I can't believe I've done this. I was devastated. But now that was quite dangerous because my sister had been without food for a long time. So to go and do that, I could have really hurt myself. And I'm glad my system did. You know what I mean? It just rejected it out of me. It was horrible. But yeah, anyway, I did the surgery a further 3 times. The third time was quite difficult because I was actually on holiday in Jamaica. And, you know, I'm surrounded by all this vegetation and fruits and, you know, my people, well, you know, anybody from the West Indies or maybe India or Asia, you know, you like your spice. I grew up on spice. I like my island food, love island food. Anywhere in the Caribbean, I love island food. And I was told, oh, you're going to have your surgery. So I had to start my pre-op diet for the 3rd time in Jamaica. And I was surrounded by food. And I had to go back to my sipping water. And even my family out there, you know, my partner and his mum were like, Ebony, are you sure? You sure you don't want to cook something for eat? You sure you don't want me put on a pot of stew, please? Lord God, me couldn't do them something there, you know. Me talking in my Jamaican accent. Yeah, they say, me can't believe, say, doctor really do them something there. Me couldn't manage it, man. Me couldn't manage it. So I'm big in Jamaica, surrounded by vegetation, fruit, sipping. But, you know, and then worse when I went on the airplane to be up high in the air, coming back to the UK. And then they bring out the food and everybody's eating and you can't eat nothing. Oh my gosh. And then to find out it got cancelled for a 3rd time. Oh my gosh. I was devastated, you know. So anyway, I did it the 4th time and I got through. But you know, sometimes some things happen, some disappointments happen for a reason. It was just my time. When the 4th time I did the diet, you know, I said, my God, my surgery is supposed to be on the 1st of April, which is April Fool's Day. So, you know, I'm a real fool for doing it 4 times. But the surgery came through, so everything happened. So my message to you today is focus on your goal. Stay focused. You got to stay focused. That mental switch will switch on in your head and it will tell you that you can do this. At first, you're going to be doubting yourself because the pains and what another, but an inner strength is going to come out of you where you're going to say to yourself, you know what, I can do this. I'm not hungry. You know, so, you know, if I did it 4 times. So if that's to show you that, you know, that I did it 4 times, you can do it the once or whatever it is twice that you'll have to do it for, or, you know, you can do it. So temptation is going to be around you. It's difficult, but it is one of the hardest hurdles to get by, but it's the beginning of your journey. You understand? It's the beginning. This is your breakthrough. So please, 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 please stick with the pre-op diet, because some surgeons are fussy. They can tell if you've not been doing it, and if you've not been doing your pre-op diet, they can send you away and say, no, you need to leave, and we're closing you back up and go. and you're going to do your diet properly before we'll do that. You don't want to go through all that and the anxieties and the stressing out of what another in the beginning to your new journey to be told by the surgeon to go away. You understand? Because you haven't done it, because you're going to feel real disappointed. So just walk with that bottle of water and sip it when you need to. Have your protein shakes ready, or if you're doing the milk diet, have it already. But follow the rules. Please follow the rules. Anyway, me waffling on. Yes, I hope you're enjoying this video. Yeah, so take care of yourself till next time. Bye.